A warm welcome, I'm the Italian Dev, and on my channel you can find web development tutorials video. If you like this type of content, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. In today's video I would like to show you the power of Vercel Edge Function and how them allow us to have both speed and performance, taking the best from static site generation world and server-side rendering world. Now you might ask, why I'm seeing a Pinapple Pizza on the screen and the text saying, "We are sorry, Pineapple Pizza is not legal in Italy." Well, first of all, because in an ideal world, Pineapple Pizza is not legal in Italy. And second, because I think this is a nice way to show you how to code a web app that allows users from all over the world, except the ones from Italy, to ideally order a Pineapple Pizza. And we will do it exploiting the power of Vercel Edge Function. Enough joke now. Let's start coding this Geolocation Country Block web application with Next.js and a bit of Tailwind CSS. As always, let's start by creating a brand new Next.js application with Tailwind CSS already configured for us. So let's open the terminal and type the command npx create next app example with Tailwind CSS, and let's call this project GeoBlocker. Perfect. Now let's wait for the dependency to be installed. All the dependencies are now installed, so we can navigate inside a newly created folder, GeoBlocker, and open it in Visual Studio Code. Okay, the integrated terminal is already open, so let's see if everything is correctly installed, and type the command npm run dev to fire up a server on the port 3000, so localhost port 3000. Oh, I open it twice. Here we are. We have our new Next.js project created and up and running. So we can start to code what we need. So let's remove the API folder since we are not needing this for this example, and create just a simple page that our application needs. So we have a num page, let's say, that theoretically allow user to order a Pineapple Pizza from all over the world, and then a new page that we can create right now, and let's call not legal.tsx, and this is the page that we will show for the user that are connecting to this web app from Italy. That will be our blocked country. So let's export default function not legal. Okay, and for now return a simple div with an h1 tag not legal. Perfect. So we have our home page and not legal page. Let's see if we navigate to /not legal. Perfect. Here we have the not legal h1 we just coded before. So let's start by removing this boilerplate code we don't need. We can leave the head component here so we can define the new title. Let's call Pineapple Pizza not for Italy. Cool. And then this div, we can consider it as our main component. So let's give a width of the entire screen, also a height of the entire screen, Then let's give a background purple 400 could be fine. And then let's give a flex display with a flex direction of column. And we can center, so everything in the middle of our page with justify center and items center. Nice. Okay, let's save and do a little check. We have this nice purple 400 background, so we can start by creating an h1 tag and give it the text of yummy pineapple pizza with a class name of let's give a text for Excel, so enough big, and then a text color of white, not dot dash white, and font bold. Okay, a little check again, perfect, in the middle of our page. Then let's add a little image. So I have now created inside my download folder just a simple image of a pineapple pizza and let's say not allowed pineapple pizza. And we can drag them inside the public folder. Here and here. Here we are, both of them, and so we can now start using them. Okay, this one is for the home page and the other one for the not legal page, how we called it. So for this one we are gonna use the image Next.js component. So let's, before import it, import image from next image. Then to use files that are locally uploaded, as Next.js suggests in its documentation, we can directly import the image here. So import pineapple pizza from up one directory, so means so we are going out of page and we can move inside of public, but to avoid any typo mistake we can just right click on the file we need, click on copy relative path and then paste it here. Look, up one directory, then inside public, and then take pineapplepizza.png. So now that we have pineapple pizza, we can use it and give it to the source attribute, pineapple pizza. Okay, let's give just a width tab of 250 and height of 252, and to make it a little bit nice, let's give also a class name of rounded LG, so to have a small rounded corner. Here we are with the image here. Let's give the title, so the h1 tag, a bit of margin bottom space, margin bottom 6. Okay, now it's better. So let's also add just to play a simple button that shows an order now text and pass a class name of padding, horizontal padding of 6, vertical padding of 2, background of purple, let's make it darker, so 700. Text white, and then rounded XL, and let's give also a bit of shadow MD. Nice, we have our button now. Let's also give a bit of margin top of 6.2, so to have them evenly spaced. Perfect. So let's add also an on-click method on a new line. Pass a callback anonymous function and open an alert saying what. Let's pass also a dynamic text and say we will deliver in, and define math.random outside seconds. Okay, so if we click now, we will deliver in 0.8 really fast. Okay, and every time shows a different number. Just to play now, we can almost copy paste this code we have here, copy this code we have here and paste inside the not legal function. But here we cannot use the before importing, we cannot use the add component and the image component. As we see, we have a red squiggly line, so an error. And let's import add from next add, and also import image from not form from next image. Then we need to import the image, but in this case is the not allowed image. So let's say not Pinapple Pizza from, again, up1 directory, and to avoid any type of mistake, here copy relative path, paste inside here, then copy this one, paste it here. We can remove the order now button. See, we cannot order it, and here we can say we can set a new title and write not legal for Italy. Perfect. And here we can say we are sorry, comma, Pinapple Pizza is not legal in Italy. Let's see, / not legal. Cool. We are sorry, Pinapple Pizza is not legal in Italy. Okay. Now that we have this basic page and also routes already coded, we can start move to the middleware part. So we will code the edge function that will allow us to make the home page visible from all over the world, except for people sending a request from Italy. And we know that to do this, we need to create a _middleware.ts file in which we will define a middleware function and we will code all the logic. But first of all, let's stop the server and init github with git init, git add, and add all the file, because we need to upload this project to GitHub. So to deploy this Next.js application to Vercel, because to exploit the edge function, we need to deploy this application to Vercel and specifically to the edge network provided us by Vercel that will make this middleware function run, and so will handle all the logic for us. So let's navigate to github.com, create a new repository in, let's call it GeoBlog. Perfect. Create repository. Now we can copy paste these commands in our integrated terminal in Visual Studio Code and be sure to be inside the project folder. So one here, the second one, oops, Google Chrome, the third one. Perfect. Let me clear the terminal, refresh the page, and we can see all the code. So we can now go to Vercel. If you don't have an account, you can easily log in with your GitHub account, and so create a new project just importing the repository and click on deployed. Since the default settings are perfect for us, we don't need to change anything now. For this simple project, everything is fine. We don't have environment variables and nothing else. So just wait a few seconds since this is really small, and the deployment will be really, really fast. Okay, the building part is done and we have our project deployed. So we can go to the dashboard and refresh the page. I did a mistake because I did not commit the new file. So it just the GitHub repository now as the initial commit done by create Next app. I forgot to commit the new file, so let's do it really, really fast. github.git commit say page and not legal page created, and then push git push clear. A pre-configured webhook now will trigger a new building from Vercel, as you can see here. So now it's building, running check, and the domain assigned. As you can see, we have our app, Pinapple Pizza, not for Italy. If we click order now, the funny alert will pop up, and if we navigate to not legal, we are sorry, Pineapple Pizza is not legal in Italy, and a different image. Cool. So now we can close this one, we don't need it, and also the localhost, we don't need it too, since we cannot test our edge function in a local environment, because we need to deploy it to Vercel that will end the edge function on its edge network. So we can now create the middleware file. So under page, let's create a new file called _middleware.ts. And inside here, we can export a default function called middleware. Perfect. So this function now that lives inside _middleware.ts file is the function that will be handled by the edge network of Vercel, and where lives all the code that can run before every request is completed. So it means that before we send back a response to a request, we can perform code to rewrite or to redirect or to add the headers to the response we want to send back. And so this code, this logic, all this logic can end use cases like authentication, bot protection, ABA testing, or I-18 internationalization routing. And in the case we are analyzing now, also geo blocking some countries. Because what happened? This function accepts as a parameter a request. In particular, this is of type of next request. A next request is just a basic request from the standard web API, but with some enhanced features added by Vercel for us. Like we can retrieve from this object the IP address or the cookie or the geo-object that is the object that we need now. So, for example, we can write and define a const country. It's equal to request dot geo dot country. And this, if exists, will give us back the country code of the request that is reaching our server. So outside this function, let's define, let's call it blocked country. And for now is IT. That is the code for Italy. So what we can do now? We have the country from the geo-object living inside the request that is reached our server. We can check if this code is equal to the one we defined here, and if it's the case, we can write some code, some logic to handle this scenario. So we can say if country is equal to blocked country, what we can do is that we can return a next response in this case, and as we said before, for the next request, the next response is the same, so it's just the basic response from the standard web API enhanced with more feature from Vercel. And one of that is the redirect to the home page. So we can redirect to the home page. Not to the home page, sorry. If it's legal, we can redirect to the not legal. So what we are saying now, if the request is reaching our server, let's say it's reaching the Edge Network of Vercel, in which our Next.js web application live after we deployed it on Vercel, and the country from the request.geo.country is equal to what we defined here, so it, what we are going to do, we are going to send a response and say, listen, redirect this one to a not legal page, that is not legal route, that is this one defined here, that will show the user, we are sorry, we can deliver Pinapple Pizza to Italy. Now this code is not going to work, but just to test it, let's commit to GitHub, and so it will deploy again, it will rebuild on Vercel. So git add dot to add all the file, the changed file, git commit, let's say not working middleware, and git push. Okay, so here if we refresh the page and go back to the main page of this project, related to this project, non-working, sorry for the typo. So it's building now. Okay, deployed. If we refresh, look what happened. This page isn't working because this web application redirected you too many times. So, as I said before, this code is not working. Because what happened? Now, every request that is incoming is being redirected. So, also if we are redirect to the not legal page, so the incoming request of the redirect is hitting this function again that will run and redirect again to the not legal. So it's a loop of redirection, and after some redirection, the HTML coming back is, listen, you are having too many redirection from this web application, so there is something wrong and you cannot see we are not sending back the actual HTML, but we are sending back you this error. So what we can do is to add another if statement. So check if we are not on the not legal page to execute what happens next. So to leave Next.js to execute this code, and so to serve this component, to serve this route. So what we can do is if request dot next URL, this is another enhanced feature added by Vercel, dot path name is equal to slash not legal. What we can do is return a next response, but with the next method append to it. And as you know, it's common in the middleware to have this next function that is like a green flag saying, okay, you can move forward now. I performed all my logic, so the middleware act in the middle, and now is giving the green flag, okay, move forward. And to Vercel, move forward means go to the not legal and take everything and serve it. Okay, so now if we are on the not legal, we can return this one back. So to test, let's do again github dot git commit slash m. Let's add logic to handle not legal page, git push, clear to have more space, and so let's go back again to Vercel. So we have, oh my god, another typo, logig. I'm not able to write correct. Cool. So now let's try to refresh the home page. Oh, look what happened. If we try to reach the home page, we are redirected to, we are sorry, Pinapple Pizza is not legal in Italy. And if we refresh the page, we see we are sorry, Pineapple Pizza is not legal in Italy, because now I'm sending my request from Italy. So let's open, I use Proton VPN app. That is a free VPN from Proton. Is a Swiss-based company. Since I have a Proton Mail, this one, Proton Mail. Let me put in English so you can read. Is a secure email with encryption email provided, and it's really secure and it's free. And so I have this Proton email, and they give for the, let's call base user, so the free user, also free to use but with some limitation, so I can connect from United States, Netherlands and Japan. And I think there is also some rate limits in download or upload, but I'm not sure. And it's completely free. So I'm not promoting it. I don't have any referral code. It's just a free software, the free tool that I use. And I'm really happy to use it. And so if you want, then you can upgrade to have also more connections or more server all around the world. But for me, it's okay, the free version. So let me connect from United States. Done. So I'm connected, and go back here. If now try to open the home page, look, it shows the home page. Yummy Pineapple Pizza, order now, so everything is working. But there is just a little bit of, how to say, something we can fix, because if we try to navigate to not legal, it will show also for United States incoming request. We are sorry, Pineapple Pizza is not legal in Italy. Let's say it's not really a huge problem, because maybe it's an internal route not known to people, but we can easily obscure it, adding another redirect and some more logic. So inside this check, where we check if we are inside, we are trying to reach the not legal path name, what we can do is we can add another if statement. So if country is equal to blocked country, then we can tell to Next.js to move forward. Else, so otherwise, so means the incoming request has another country code, we can return back next response, but in this case again with a redirect, and redirect to the home page. Perfect. So let's commit it again. Git add dot git commit m. Let's write just done. So I'm sure I'm not gonna make any mistake this time. Let me double check. DONE, done. Go. Git push clear. So we can move back to Vercel, refresh the page, and see building with done. This time no typo here. Cool. Deployed. So if we refresh the page, let's go on Proton Mail, we are sending requests from United States. So virtually I am in United States right now, and the home page is working. But if I try to reach the not legal page, I can refresh, And look, the app automatically redirect me to the home page. Perfect. Let's try again, because it's really satisfying when things works correctly. So now let's disconnect from the VPN. So let's for me it's time to go back in Italy. So this time I'm in Italy, and if I refresh the page, oh, I'm so sorry, I cannot eat pineapple pizza this evening. Look, we are sorry, pineapple pizza is not legal in Italy. Is in a ideal world. Again, let's try to refresh. Perfect. So everything works fine. And by building together this simple and funny Next.js application, my goal was to show you one of the many use case scenarios of Vercel Edge Function. So we have just built a web app able to allow or deny its functionality in base of country-specific incoming traffic. Let's say, like if we were coding a crypto, betting, or kind of website that are allowed to operate only in certain countries. So what we have just done, just to make a simple recap, was to use a Vercel Edge function that geolocates user requests and redirects only the ones coming from Italy. We were able to achieve this result deploying a middleware that intercepts all the incoming requests and executes before the request is processed, so to apply our logic before returning a response. This edge function then was by default globally deployed in Vercel Edge Network, so to have zero cold starts. In this way we were able to move all the server logic close to our visitor origin and having just one simple, let's say, architecture, all the benefits from static site generation and all the benefits from server-side war where we can run all our logic on the server. So if you like this video and you think this is useful for you, or you enjoyed watching it and building this up with me, please just hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. It will help me a lot create more content. See you, the Italian Dev.